guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a pretty, not that big of a haul, but it's kind of from a lot of places. I have like Macy's, Ulta, Drugstore, just a whole bunch of stuff that I've collected over the past few weeks. I'm excited to try out these new products. Like, you guys don't even know. I feel like drugstore products now are like slowly working their way up, especially in price too, because not cheap anymore. I hate how I just put everything in this tiny ass Ulta bag. Like, I think I'm gonna start off with everything that I got from Ulta that's kind of a little bit high end, not so much drugstore. So the first thing I picked up from Ulta was this Fiona Stiles Matte Finish Foundation Concentrate. This was a recommendation from Alexis and I tried it out, and honestly you guys, I've worn it 3 times. Each time that I tried this foundation, I tried it a different way. Like, the first time I just put the foundation like just straight up on my face, and then the second time I tried it with an oil, and then the third time I tried it using a brush instead of a beauty blender like I did the first time, and I'm not a fan of it. I really don't like the way that this looks on textured skin. I do have texture on my skin. It may not come through on the camera, but I do, like in this area, especially on my forehead, I feel like it doesn't really melt into the skin. It just kind of sits on top where you have textured skin. So this foundation definitely didn't do it for me. It's not super expensive like Giorgio Armani expensive, or even like Makeup Forever expensive. It is a $30 price tag, which isn't too bad. I got mine in the shade 05, but the reason that I feel like I'm making this so long right now, but the reason I'm so heartbroken to return this is because I feel like this is the best color match I've ever found in my entire life. Like, the minute I put it on, I literally wanted to cry, bawling my eyes out, because it's so nice and olivey, and I do have a little bit of an olive undertone, and I feel like a lot of foundations don't have them in it. So I love the color of this, but the finish and the formula in general I'm not a fan of. So this baby is going right back. The thing I picked up from Ulta was another Fiona Stiles product. I feel like she has a pretty big section in Ulta now. This is the Fiona Stiles Full Cover Perfect Finish Concealer, and I got the Peach Corrector one, so it's not really a concealer, it's a peach corrector. I was interested in this because, first of all, the packaging is literally everything. I am running super low on my Bobbi Brown Peach Corrector, and you guys know that's like holy grail status, but I did want to try something else out because I feel like you guys always see me using the Bobbi Brown. I don't really venture out and try different correctors except for the Cover FX, but I want something more peach. So I decided to pick this one up, and it has a beautiful consistency. Like, it's not super creamy to the point where it's gonna like slip and slide on your face or it's gonna move around. It has a pretty similar texture to the Bobbi Brown Peach Corrector. On me, it pulls a little bit more salmon, but I have to see how this works underneath my eyes. I haven't tried it yet. I hope that this works out because I don't know. I feel like this is actually cheaper than the Bobbi Brown. I think this was around 20 or 22 bucks, so a little bit cheaper than the Bobbi Brown. Another thing I picked up from Ulta was this Makeup Revolution bronze palette, and this is the Ultra Professional Bronze Palette. I was in the middle of a burp. So this is what the palette looks like. It's super beautiful, guys. I swatched this in the store and they are so freaking creamy. I can't. They're so pigmented, so creamy. Like, I couldn't get over these bronzers. I really got it because of the bronzers. Like, these highlights really aren't all that. Like, they're not super, like, you know, what I like in a highlighter. But, I mean, I guess for someone who likes more of a simple highlighted look, you'd really enjoy this palette. But I mainly got this for the bronzers, and it's such an affordable price tag. I think it was 10 bucks. Yeah, it was literally $10 for this entire palette, and I haven't tried it on my face, but just from swatching it and feeling how creamy it is, I'm obsessed. From Ulta, I also decided to pick up a couple of Biore things just because I saw a display of like a whole bunch of Biore new products, and so I picked up this one right here, and this is the Charcoal Pore Minimizer. It looks like this, and it has this pump. I have used it. I'm not the biggest fan of it just because it comes out like a goo. Like, if you guys can see, it's kind of like a gooey texture. It's not my favorite. It doesn't feel that great on my skin, but I am gonna try this a couple more times and see how I like it. Next Biore thing I picked up was the Pore penetrating charcoal bar. And lately I've been super into bars. I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple months back I hauled the Drunk Elephant like facial bars, and I am so obsessed with those. There's one, I think it's called like the Juju bar, and it's like this charcoal bar. And I kind of wanted to see if this one could compare to that one, because the Drunk Elephant is pretty expensive and this one is really inexpensive. I purchased this. I haven't tried it. As you can see, it still has like the plastic wrap on it. But I do really want to see if this works. It says it's a 2-in-1 deep clean and exfoliate. I really like things with charcoal in it just because I feel like it really gets deep down into your pores and clears them out. So I'm excited to try this. Nail polishes, and these are both by the brand OPI. I have worn this in a video before and everyone was like, oh my god, what's on your nails? And it was this color right here. It is so good. I love it. This is OPI's Olive for Green. The perfect olive nail polish. If you're in the market for any kind of olive nail polish, this is it. This is perfect. I love OPI's formula. It's one of my favorites. And then I also picked up the Infinite Shine 2 lacquer in the shade Brains and Bronze. Tannish bronze color. I haven't tried it on my nails yet, but the formula of OPI's nail polishes, you guys, like I die. I can literally just put one layer and it's so opaque and so beautiful. So I can't wait to try this color out. Next thing I picked up was this new Covergirl Clean Matte BB cream for oily skin. I literally did a whole video on this and I'm obsessed. This is definitely one of my go-tos for this summer, even though I literally just got it maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It is bomb. Like, it is a little bit more of a like pinkish undertone, but I don't mind it because it's not like super pink. I love this. It is super lightweight on the skin. It's not like full or medium coverage. It's definitely more on the lighter coverage spectrum thing, you know. The next two things I picked up are purchases that I made on Macys.com, and the first one is this bad boy right here. This is the Anastasia, the Anastasia Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. You guys know that I do own the other two. I do really love this palette. Definitely my favorite shades in this right now are Moonstone and Summer. They're so pigmented, so creamy. I'm obsessed with these glow kits. Love the other two glow kits. So when this one came out, I was a little bit hesitant just because I felt like these shades were too dark for my skin complexion and it just wouldn't look that great, and I'd only end up liking one color, which I thought was this one. But I gave into the hype. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna get it. So I got it and I really love it. If you guys are into the Anastasia highlighters, I recommend this one 110%. Like, I love this even more than the other ones just because I feel like it's a lot more appropriate for this season. I could literally sit here all day and just be like this. My next Macy's purchase is this Bliss Micromagic Spa Powdered Microdermabrasion Treatment. I saw this on Jaclyn Hill's Snapchat and she said that this was the most amazing skincare product that she uses for her textured skin. And you guys, this thing is literally magic. Like, I've noticed the biggest difference in my texture and like the texture on my forehead, on my cheeks. It's not that it's gone, because it's not gone. It's so minimal right now. Like, I feel like my skin even on camera looks a lot clearer just because I don't have texture right here anymore, and the texture on my forehead, it's still here, but it's like this whole area I don't feel any kind of texture, and I love this. I do want to keep on using this and see if I notice an even bigger difference in my skin, just because I've noticed it in just the first week, and I don't know. My mind is completely blown by this product. It is pretty pricey. It kind of has this like minty scent and it feels very minty when it's on the face, but I feel like I can feel it working. And it's hard to say that about a lot of products because in some products you just don't feel it working, but you see it working a little bit later. But this, I can feel it and I can see it, and I just love it. First time that I used it, right after, I just saw a difference. Then the second time it was an even bigger difference, and I'm so happy with this purchase. I think this is definitely one of my staples in my skincare routine right now because it's so perfect. My last three items are products part of the new Maybelline collection that they just launched. So the first one is this bad boy right here, and this is called the Maybelline Master Contour V-Shape Duo Stick Contour and Highlight. Okay, that was kind of a mouthful. I have mine in the shade medium 015. So what it is, it's basically like this little crayon thing. I'm not even sure how you like, oh, you twist it up like this to get more product. But if you guys can see, it's kind of like a highlight on one side, and this is more of a yellow highlight, and then it has a contour part. I have tried this. It's super creamy and super blendable on the face. I'm gonna give you guys like a little swatch. Like, it's so creamy and I just love it. And then the highlight side I actually haven't used, but it does seem pretty promising. It's really opaque and super creamy, but the contour is the easiest thing to blend out. I really feel like all these drugstore brands are really just, oh my god, they're killing it right now. They are killing it. I really recommend this if you're into cream contouring and things like that. You need this in your life. You just need it. And I think this was around 10 bucks. A little bit pricey, but I think definitely worth it. I picked up was almost a week ago, and I saw these. I feel like they had just put it out on display, and I got it. I haven't tried it. I've just like swatched it, but I haven't like tried it on my face. This is what it looks like. I didn't even say what it is. What is wrong with me? This is the Master Strobing Stick, and I got mine in the shade 200. This is the medium nude glow. I really like this. I feel like it does a beautiful job at illuminating, and it's so creamy, so blendable. It's not like a boom highlight in your face. It is definitely a little bit more subtle, but I don't mind that because I use more subtle highlights to use as a base before I go in with like a powder. I do feel like this is a great base, and it's beautiful. It dries down to a powder, which I really like about this. And like look at my arm. It's a natural glow, but it's super beautiful. I love it. My last Maybelline product is the Color Jolt Intense Lip Paint in 05 Strip Down. The minute I saw this, I just knew I had to have it. Like, this color is just beautiful. I love the applicator. I haven't actually squeezed it out of this tube yet, but the applicator is like this little fuzzy tip, and it's just really nice. I like it. So what you do is squeeze it out. Damn, I'm totally gonna ruin this brush. Squeeze it out. It kind of reminds me of the Too Faced Melted formula, and also the applicator. So this is what it looks like. It is just a beautiful color. I actually want to just smells good too. Is that weird? So that pretty much wraps up this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it as always, and enjoyed the little sneak peek at new products that there are at the drugstore, and just new products in general. If you guys enjoyed it as always, and if you did, please give it a huge thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.